So for all those who can lip read, they now know our password.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. I can change it.
Not the URL, so.
That's true. They haven't got the URL, so.
Except for any like badly edited bits where it just kind of changes screen slightly and it doesn't get cropped quite quick enough.
Yeah, that is possible. Oh, this is a faff. So that Jim and I tested that solution beforehand for the cameras, and it actually seemed pretty good. So it's probably worth switching to it, but I think we should wait until we've got a little bit of time to play with it rather than try and do it tonight.
Aim for cost.
Sorry.
What's that?
Do you want to aim for costs at like 6:30 or something so that we can?
We might need to. Or we can just, because the way the other one works, you set up a URL, so it actually becomes quite easy. The URLs won't change, and when you log in, it will just work. But yeah, the whole camera thing is a pain in the bum.
I have the sheet music to this somewhere.
Great.
And all I can picture every time I hear it is Denethor eating a tomato and it dribbling down his chin.
So true.
Is it the same for you as well?
Yeah. Well, I don't really picture it, but I associate it with tomatoes for some reason.
There's got to be a GIF of that somewhere, hasn't there?
Bet there
Challenge on.
Bet there is. Is Jim there? Is he just eating?
Yep, I am scoffing my face.
Okay, let's we're nearly 10 past, so apologies. Hopping around the cameras and things. Yeah, let's do a little recap. Can anyone remember what happened? Because I'm actually struggling. It seemed to recall. Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, you'd made it out of the prison where you were being kept, ran off into the Underdark. You had came across this strange, swirling, magical light, and had experimented with it for quite some time, but nothing interesting or dangerous or exciting seemed to happen. So you moved on. You spent a little bit of time talking to Stool about myconids and how they live. He helped you identify a number of edible fungi that you could use as resources, because you've literally got no food, no water at the start of this. And then you came across a zigzagging pathway of spider webs across a huge chasm, of which you couldn't see the top or the bottom, but you could see the sides. Using a number of ropes and careful planning, you made your way between these stone pillars across the webs, and most of you got across safely until Derendil, the big clumsy oaf that he is, tripped on the webs, and because he's not very dexterous, he actually let go of the rope and disappeared into the darkness below. And I think that was where we left it. Did I miss anything?
Lots of tears.
Yeah. I think the exact words were, "You can't make me wait 2 weeks to find out whether he makes it across or not."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which was
invested.
we wished this upon ourselves.
You did. So you find yourselves in a huge dark hole. You'd also seen some little figures, halfling size, sort of zipping across the webs off in the distance, those of you with dark vision. And I think other than that, we had left it there. So I'll hand back to you. You find yourself in this huge dark cavern, spider webs zigging across, up, down, all the way across this huge chasm. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna fly down after him.
Okay. Okay. So you zip and fly, tiny little shape. You manage to zig and zag between these spider webs, and they are gently fluttering in a breeze. And although there's a very faint light from this luminescent moss on the walls, it is incredibly dark. You really struggle to see. And as you make your way down, you see this huge silhouette shape pinned on its back to the webs. And as your eyes adjust further, you can see these other cocooned shapes wrapped in spider web, sort of hanging between strands. And in other parts, these huge, round, bulbous shapes, again encased in webs. You see? You can't see, can you?
Can't see. Also,
Hold on a
I know
second.
you have to listen to 2 different computers. That ambient sound came on very loud.
Okay. Is that better? Is the ambient sound gone?
No, not gone. It didn't really change for me. Now it's gone.
Okay. Okay.
Now it's back.
Really?
The juggling act, isn't it?
If you go into your sound settings, you can turn the ambient down.
Do it, yeah.
It's too loud, yeah. It used to adjust everyone's sound when I adjusted mine, but I think they've changed it now. So you all see Tink just swoop up and dive down below you, disappear into the darkness.
How far do I go?
You've probably gone down 40, 50 feet. Hard to tell in the dark. He's kind of on his back. He seems to be stuck, but you can see him moving, trying to pull himself away.
I'll fly up to him. Do you want me to place myself on there?
You are on there.
Am I where? It's not shown up for me. That's really strange.
Really? Right, you on
Anyway,
again.
Darren, you'll stop struggling. Going to attract attention. Okay. What do we do?
So I'm assuming that the rope that was on Derendil's end is now dangling from the pit on the first aisle.
It is. It's just dangling. In fact, most of it is just resting on the web.
I forgot he had a rope that he didn't secure.
Didn't secure. He's not that bright.
It was 50 feet long, so and then we've established I can carry it, so I'm just going to tell him to stay there, and I'm going to fly the rope up. Wow, having flight at level 2 is great, isn't it?
Dear Tink, do you see those over there, dear girl? And he tries to point with his hand, but he's stuck to the web. He points off sort of to the northeast of the map. You can see movement.
No. I don't see in the dark very well. What is it?
I think it's whatever's put these webs out.
Oh, good.
He starts struggling and pulling, and you see him get one of his arms free. I think I can get this.
Okay, just... Can I look at the webs and see if he keeps pulling like this, is he just going to end up falling through more web, or is he going to be able to get himself stood up?
So you can see that it's dark and it's hard for you without night vision, but you can see that some of the webs are definitely stronger than others, and the one that he's fallen on is particularly thick, and it doesn't look like it would break and fall through. But you can see when he struggles, you see almost like the tug transmit along the web, and you see the web sort of vibrate off into darkness.
I told you once, Darendale, now stop moving.
Okay, I will dig out. He just freezes. His eyes are wide.
Can we hear what's going on? Because if they're... How far below would Tink be?
It is eerily quiet in here, so they sound like... She sounds like she's a little way off. But yeah, you can hear it.
And I've got dark vision of 120 feet, so would I be able to, like, kind of lie down on the surface of where we are and try and keep an eye out? I think I've got a crossbow, just in case.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, you lie down on the stone platform and peer over the edge, and indeed you can see Darendil, one arm free, the other stuck to a web, with Tink hovering over him. And actually, with your vision, you can see off along one of the walls the sort of movement of something large with more than 2 legs, probably 8 legs. Seems to be slowly moving along the web. As Darendil sort of pulls his arm free, you literally see this vibration just transmit along the web, and then you see the spider sort of turn as if reacting to it.
I think we might have a bit more of a problem. Not just Arundel falling.
Where's Stool?
I've been carrying Stool around.
You've got Stool.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say anything because I was enjoying the reaction. Sorry. Yes.
Don't do that to me.
Drowned in that Stool.
I think Tink is smart enough to know how spiders and webs work, so she'll say, "Don't make a move because you've attracted attention, but I'm going to run this rope up and hopefully we'll be able to pull you up. I'll come back down to cut you free. Okay, stay there." And I will try and whiz up with the rope.
The rope's already attached to the piton. He's got the loose end.
Oh, I thought it was the other way round.
He didn't take the rope with him. I mean, some of it is hanging down, but the reason he fell was...
It's hanging off that island that you're all on, or we're all on.
Yeah, so the
rope, so can he hold it? Can I fly it to him?
I'll draw it for you. So the rope was kind of going this way, and then it's drooped over the web downwards, about there. So he's under here somewhere.
I can only see me. But
I can
that's
only
okay.
see you. Okay.
Would you happen to have a token for some dancing lights that I can throw around?
We were getting Daphne to cast light on me every so often.
Okay.
I don't
see
remember
now?
how the light goes. I can see. It's just me.
Okay. So as you fly back up, you see the others there, with Malice sort of lying down, peeking over the edge. can see that probably about half of the rope is laid out across the webs and the other half is hanging down.
Okay. Then I will attempt to take the rope so it... like, coil up the rope so I can lead it down to where he is, and I'll say, when I shout, pull. See all of you on this weird stone column.
You're heading back down. You do find that there isn't a straight route. These webs literally crisscross. They go up and down and across and in all different directions. You will have to weave your way through. So I'm going to say make a dex check, acrobatics maybe. Or maybe even, yeah, acrobatics or...
Ooh.
Oh no, I'm a fly in a web!
So this rope is big and cumbersome, and you all see Tink struggling a little bit with the bulk of it, not so much the weight, but the bulk. And she disappears down, and she goes out of sight. Tink, as you come down, you kind of, again, although you've got this light spell on you, you're dodging these big clumps of webs, and you find this very, very thin strand, but you don't see it until it's too late, and you actually find yourself stuck to it. About here. And as you hit it, you feel it vibrate, and then you feel like a pulse, like as if something's tapping on the web in response. And then you feel this sense of something else moving.
Well, this is a little awkward, isn't it? She went down after Derendel. Who's going down after her?
She has the rope. Maybe if we just very gentle, we might be able to pull her up a bit. Tink, do you think we could pull you up?
Am I stuck?
You're not like, you haven't got like all of your limbs stuck to it, but you've got a strand that is kind of stuck to your torso. You've flown into it head on. The rope's a little bit tangled up in this web as well. But you're not like Derendil, who's flat on his back with full body contact.
Very tempted to just make fire, but I have a dagger.
Okay.
Can I try and just cut the thread?
Yeah, you can just cut through it. You don't need to roll for that.
Oh, okay.
You cut the web, and you hear a sort of twang noise as it breaks. The two halves just drop off into the darkness, and you find yourself hovering again.
Okay. Have I still got the rope? Ah!
You have. But as you cut that web, in the light of Daphne's light spell, you see these two huge 8-legged shapes, little multiple black eyes shining in the darkness, and they're heading towards you. The one heading towards Derendil.
I'm gonna fly the rope to Derendil.
Okay. Yep, as you do that, you see one moving in above Derendil. Another moving in behind you. Malice, you can see this.
Waiting for you to say we're in initiative. I'm just going to shout, Derendil, don't let go. And shout up, Paul!
Okay. You hear Paul.
Paul?
We Paul?
I'm on the wrong island,
I'll
but there's enough over there.
jump up and try and grab onto the rope as well.
Okay. Everyone roll. It's up to you. You can either one person can roll with advantage, or you can all roll strength, and we'll do an average.
I would like to give someone advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, my strength is not great, so I think else having an advantage is a good idea.
Okay.
Can we give the dwarf advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can give the dwarf advantage. She's not as strong as you're hoping, but she's probably stronger than you lot. I seem to remember you've all got 8 strength. All of you.
Fuck.
That's why we're so desperate to save the big quag off. We need his strength.
Okay, yeah, you all pull Eldith at the front. Yeah, and he's heavy, Derendil. He is really heavy, but finally you see them coming up out of the darkness, but behind them you see these 8-legged arachnids the size of a large dog scampering up the web behind them. And we are now in initiative. So let's add you all in. Oh, you see these things coming up, working their way up the webs towards you. Oh. Seem to have added Twitch as a combatant, but sorry, Twitch, no can do. So it looks like. Sorry, my brain's not quite in it yet. It looks like Eldith is first, but she pretty much restricted to a shield and a short sword that she recovered from the equipment box is not able to do anything, so she just concentrates on pulling up Derendil. Tinky's already up, but you see Derendil now put both of his huge clawed hands onto the pillar, but he is halfway out. So Sevatar, Jago.
I will. How do you unsheath the short bow? I get it off my back.
Okay.
And take aim at the nearest spider. This one over here, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Oh, I thought that was a 20 there.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, you launch this arrow downward towards this thing scuttling up the web, and you get a good solid hit. You hear this squeal as the arrow bites deep into its body, but it's still coming. Anything else?
That's going to do it for me, I think.
Okay. Daphne is going to. I still haven't got my head around her class, to be honest. I'm going to pass on her because I think she used her influence, so she can't do anything fancy. Derendil is just going to climb out. Climbs out and moves past you. Malice, you're up.
Is everyone okay with me using flame in all of this?
You do you.
And then I'll cast the flame at it.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So that'll be a. Oh, they're going to be so dexy, aren't they? Second spiders. That's a Dex 12 save.
Dex 12 saving throw. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if you can see my rolls there actually, but yeah.
I can, and that's yeah. Should I check the save before I fucking did it?
So what happens if they save?
Nothing, I don't think.
Nothing. Is it a firebolt? Is it or?
No, sacred flame.
Sacred flame. Okay. Yeah. So I imagine with the drow especially, it's probably this purple light drops out of the air onto the spider, but it just scuttles sideways on the web. Escapes. Anything else?
No. Don't have any good bonus actions at this point.
Okay. Drodin.
Uh,
It is a bit cramped on this pillar now. You have got stool, and now Derendil has climbed out, and it feels very, very tight on here. Any big moves could cause problems for everybody.
So, would crossing next to Jago cost my action, rather than purely my movement, seeing as I'd have to navigate?
No, you can do it with your movement. You don't need to spend an action to do it.
Beautiful. In that case, I'll move over next to Jago, and then I'm going to throw a magic missile at this thing.
Okay, good call. As you just sort of make a break across this web, this section feels a lot sturdier than the first part that you crossed. It's almost like, it's like walking across a bridge. It does give a little, but it's a lot stronger. You wonder actually whether some of the webs are stronger than others.
Okay.
But yeah, go for it.
So there's one.
Okay.
A whole 8 damage because I rolled 2 ones.
Yeah, you see these little bright missiles of light firing out of Drodin's hand and sort of whizzing and spiraling across the cavern, hit this spider. You see the blood spurt out of it. It looks wounded now. One of its legs is slightly broken. It's not in a good way.
Oh, I was hoping I would kill it because that was my last spell slot, but and that's it for me.
Okay, good turn. Tink.
Bolt.
Go for
Yeah.
it. That is a hit. Yeah,
Yay.
that is a hit. Damage. Oof. How do you want to do this?
I think he's gonna be whizzing up the rope and flying back onto the column, going, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, fuck off!" and do a little Spider-Man firebolt comes out.
Okay. Yeah, the spider just see it burning and sizzling, all the hairs on its long legs just burning away. You just hear this pitiful squeal, and it curls up in a ball and drops off the web into the darkness. Good turn.
And just use some movement to actually get onto the platform. That's it.
Cool. Okay, you back onto the platform. Luckily, you're quite small. Drodin's made a bit of room. You just hear this scuttling sound and a hiss. The spider shoots across the web and unfortunately goes for Daphne. Ooh. So where's 24? That can't be right. Sorry, I don't think that's right.
You did roll a 19.
No, I mean the damage I don't think is right. That's if she fails a saving throw.
Sorry, Nick. While you were away, we killed that.
We killed your character. Yeah. So we got So you see this thing scamper up and dig its fangs into Daphne. You see this sort of green ichor pumping out. Fortunately, she seems to force the mouth off her arm before the poison pumps into the wound. So she takes 11 points of damage. Daphne looks badly wounded. Her arm is sort of opened up. You can see the bone. She's bleeding heavily. Fortunately, she didn't succumb to the poison, because that probably would have killed her. I don't think that's an understatement either. Eldith will sort of looking to try and get past Derendil and Daphne to get at this spider, but she realizes she can't. Just looks at you all helplessly. Sevatar.
I mean, have I even got line of sight there? And if the answer's no,
you would probably. I mean, if you moved, you might have a better line of sight. You would. It would have partial cover from there, I would say, because it's up. But you've obviously got all your friends in front of it. I use the term friends loosely, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, where would I need to move?
Probably around here. Again, this area of webbing
into
looks.
The webs. Oh, okay.
Or pretty much. I don't think anywhere on that pillar. You did see Drodin dash across there quite easily.
Okay, I'll head out to there then.
Okay, you step out, and again, the webs that you first crossed as you entered into them, these ones are much stronger. It just takes your weight easily. It's like walking across a bridge.
Okay, awesome. And then in that case, it's a game again with the bow.
Okay, go for it.
He shoots. Oh dear.
Fortunately, that misses. You move out. You go to take the shot, but unfortunately, you're too worried about hitting Daphne, and
the webbing's kind of a bit spongy underfoot.
Yeah, you are bouncing slightly. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Any bonus actions or anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks.
Someone's got dinner. Curses. So Daphne. I don't know what to do with that. That's an action. Okay. Did Daphne get badly wounded? She seems to draw this energy into herself, and you see this light begin to glow from her. This blast of light emanates out and hits. Or not damage. You see this thing reel back from the brightness of the light, but doesn't seem to hurt it too badly. Don't really know what else she can do, to be honest. She will cast a bonus action. Cast Healing Word on her. Is Healing Word? You can cast it on yourself, can't you? Again, you see this flash of light, and her wound seems to close up a little, although she's still badly hurt. Derendil will try and move around and step onto the web. Doesn't look very happy about it. The webs here do seem to give a little bit more, but again, it doesn't break.
No. What are you doing?
And you see him just let out this ferocious roar, one after the other, one claw, then the other, flash into this thing, and both hit.
Trying to kill my boy.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, you see him get some good strikes with his claws in this thing. Blood erupts from the wounds. It lets out this screech. It's hurt, but it's far from dead. And Derendil now is sort of balancing on these webs. They look like they're holding him for now. Malice.
I'm just going to take a shot at it with my crossbow.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Nice. Roll damage.
Thank fuck for that.
Nice. So that's 12 damage. Is it 12?
I think so, yeah.
How would you like to do it?
Just panicking, kind of waving around a little bit, just catch it, and it just goes straight through like the topmost eye on its side of me, and like you can kind of see it come out the other side a bit.
Yeah, you see the sort of ichor come out of its eye, and it shudders, and then stops moving and just tilts and tips off the web and disappears into the darkness. We are out of combat. And you can see Derendil stood on the web, realizing what he's done. I'm going to come back now. He
Easy
sort
does
of
it.
teeters back.
Come on, quickly.
I
Hey,
think
Peter,
the rule is
prostitution.
He is back on the pillar.
don't move unless we tell you to.
Okay, well, I thought it was going to kill you all.
All tokens have disappeared.
They're back for me now.
Yeah, it
Oh.
happened for me for a moment. It came back.
I'm not sure what happened. Seems to be 2 Drodins.
Yeah, I put a token back on. I just thought mine had gotten deleted somehow, so I put another one down. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I think I tried to hide the spider tokens that you killed, and it hit everybody. Okay, you find yourselves stood on the webs, on the pillars. Daphne she's better. She healed herself with a spell. No one's dangerously hurt. What would you like to do?
I want to get over to the other big pillar and see what the hell is in that chest if I can.
Okay.
We haven't done that yet, have we?
No.
No one's had the stones to go for it.
Do I have to roll anything, or having seen people run across it, am I pretty good? Am I okay?
Well, you look at it and you do notice that these webs, there's something sturdier about them. You think perhaps the ones you crossed to get to the pillar were old and degraded. And now you look at these, I mean, you would know as a drow that spider web is incredibly strong. So you suspect that the webs that you crossed at the start were old, and these are fresher and should take your weight with no problem. Okay. It is a very basic looking Zirkwood chest with silver banding holding it together. Nothing special. It's just sat in the web slightly below, as if it's been pushed off the edge.
So would I have to kind of climb down to it, or could I reach down to it?
You don't have to climb down to it, though. No, you can walk right up to it.
And then I would like to attempt to open it somehow.
Okay. So you reach down. You're not checking for traps, are you? Because you're a priest.
Yeah, I don't know people are going to trap this shit.
You go to lift. You go to lift the lid. It's not locked. You lift it just slightly. You want to open it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. As you open it and sort of glance inside, there's this really weird. There's like this weird wet stuff inside it. It's really disgusting. You look at it for a second and think, what the hell? Why would anyone store that? And as you have that thought, this weird sort of purpley pink ooze just zips out at you.
Hazel.
What's your armor class?
14.
And hits you. And whatever it is, it sticks to you like glue. It's yeah, you actually find that the hand that you lifted the lid with is stuck to it as well. That can't be right. 9 damage.
Guys, can't believe I'm saying this, but
So
help.
So you're effectively grappled. You've got the hand that lifted the lid is stuck to the lid. It is like super glue, and the other one is just as lashed out. It is, in fact, I'm sure you've guessed by now, a mimic. So let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just moved into fucking range with it.
Yeah, roll initiative, please. Anyone that wants to be in battle again?
Yeah.
Damn.
I was thinking the other day, I've never come across a mimic in D&D so far.
Now you have. They're horrible. They're really horrible. Oh, and it's going first.
Oh God, I'm dead.
Actually, if we should probably get you to roll to see whether you're surprised or not. I think you would be surprised, wouldn't you? I think you would be. No, I'm going to be mean. So you find your hand is stuck to this thing. It's sort of you see the shape of the box change, and all of these teeth sort of appear in the lid, and it tries to bite down on you. Sorry.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, of course.
Sorry. This adventure
Oh,
is so hard.
I'm out.
it's
Sorry. Malice doesn't have much luck, does she?
No, she
Poor
was
girl.
meant to die. It was foreseen. It was foretold.
Sorry. Yeah, you would all see this unfold. Malice sort of lifts the lid on this thing and looks in it confused at the weird stuff inside. Then she's trying to pull her hand off the lid and it's stuck. And then this weird purple mass shoots out and hits her, and then teeth sort of appear in the lid of this box and it just bites down hard on her. You hear her let out a scream and then just fall onto the webs. Fortunately, they're dense enough here that she doesn't fall through.
you have purple blood. That's awesome.
Yeah. Drow. Dryden, you see your fellow Drow drop.
Yeah. So, Trojan was. Oh, it's dead. Never mind. We're free.
Oh no, that's not right. What happened there?
So Jordan would have been having heard Malice call for help because she got stuck. Jordan would have just been like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'll come over." And and he's just going to like panic throw a fireball at it. Which is it? I hate that I have to like clarify this because I want to be a good lad, but it's disadvantage to cast in melee, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're up against it, it is disadvantage. Yeah.
Wait, I have a thing. I can use as a reaction.
Okay.
So I can remove disadvantage, but I can't remember what it's called. I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
And if so, that puts it at a natural 20.
Yes.
No, it was
Restore balance. Yeah, it was. You got a 20 and a 16.
I got a 14 plus 6.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair enough.
I'd have loved a natural 20.
Okay, yeah, to hit, roll damage, please.
Oh.
Ooh, max. Nice.
Apparently he does best when he's scared.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, it strikes this thing and sort of burns. You see this weird, fleshy sort of chest sizzle and burn. Smells quite off. Anything else you would like to do?
Because this is new and he's a bit shit scared, he is going to back away in spite of the fact it's going to get an opportunity, because I'm not really going to get the opportunity to move otherwise.
Yeah.
So he'll step back 15. That's
What's
a
your
hit.
armor class? Yeah.
11.
5 points. Yeah, you see this weird chest sort of shape change into this weird purple appendage, which just lashes out, slashes you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Malice, death saving throw, please. I'm sorry again. Oh, it's one fail.
It wasn't a 1 though.
Excited. It wasn't a natural 1, no. No. Oh no. I'm not trying to kill anybody, I promise.
Just now, that's it.
I forgot to add Daphne.
Been killed in a dream. She nearly died. She's pretty much somewhat died at each.
Oh, Ian, you're meant to be the one keeping us alive.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
She pretty much has gone down every session so far, hasn't she?
Yeah. Don't look after your cleric, guys. Tink, you're up.
I'm sorry, Malice, but I'm not very good at heal. Well, I don't have any healing, so I'm just gonna fly through Eldiff so I can get a good look on it. And I'm gonna use the big guns. And I bet it doesn't fucking work. Nope.
That is a miss. Barely. Worried about hitting Malice and finishing her off. You aim carefully. It's so close. It skims it, but doesn't do damage, unfortunately. Anything else?
No, I like being safe up here on my pillar.
Okay. Avatar.
Okay. It's 15 feet to get into melee. Money will draw his rapier and take a swing.
Okay. That's a hit.
20. Do 8 piercing.
Good hit. Good solid hit. You got any sneak attack or?
No, there's nothing threatening it, I don't think.
Oh yeah, Malice is out, isn't she?
Yeah, and then bonus action disengage and then back 15 feet.
Okay. You can see this thing is hurt. There's this weird oozy, purpley pink gunk sort of coming out of the wounds in it, but it still seems strong.
Malice.
And you can see it's sort of almost trying to pull her in now, as if it wants to digest her. She's dinner. Eldith is gonna charge forward. And she catches you off guard. She's surprisingly quick, and she swings once and then a second time with her short sword.
Very deadly over short distances.
Oh dear. Did she just roll double 1?
Yeah.
She just fumbled both blows. So she comes in, she swings completely over the top of it, misses, fumbles again, and her short sword slips and disappears off into the darkness below. She has now disarmed herself.
How incredibly unfortunate.
How unfortunate. Yeah, that's not much good, is it? Daphne is going to cast Healing Word on Malice. Sorry, Nick, I don't know if that's what you would do, but I would assume so. As a bonus action. So Malice, you have 7 hit points back.
Decent.
You wake up to this thing pulling you in to its weird toothy maw.
Was that our first toothy maw?
Toothy maw, yeah.
Nice. That's got to go on the bingo, by the way.
Yeah.
Toothy
That's
maw.
a good one.
Is it on the bingo or does it need adding?
It needs adding.
And she lets out again this blast of light. Sorry, Nick, if I'm doing it wrong. That strikes into the side of this thing and wounds it quite badly. And Derendil will wander out, nervous tentatively on the webs again, moving both claws.
The hell was that?
Why doesn't he listen?
You startled him with your shout, and he completely fumbles and misses. Misses the thing, and then the second blow, he gets his composure back again, and and lays into this thing, cutting a gouge in the side. It is still unfortunately stuck to Malice. Seeing Derendil come in and damaging him, he will. You'll see this weird purple tongue again lash out at Derendil. Oh, for a crit. 14. And whatever it does, it just seems to lacerate his skin. It just cuts straight through his fur, and you see the blood starts to seep out. Rodin.
I'm going to firebolt it again.
Okay.
It's at 18.
That is a hit.
Ooh, a 6.
Okay. How would you like to do it?
Oh. I'm just going to keep belting them into the back until it starts sizzling, and they're imagining that it's going to slowly lose its form and composure, and then just kind of droop through all the webs.
Okay. No.
You know, if you put cake batter on a fishing net or something.
Yes.
You just see it slowly just kind of Hazel's face.
Well, Hazel's still stuck to it.
Yes.
To go from cake batter to the saliva from an alien kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was a weird jump.
Yes, Hazel, you wake up stuck to this thing just as you're being dragged into its mouth, head first. You just see this flash of fire from behind you as Drodin kills it. Your hand's still stuck onto the side of this thing. Yeah. Over to you all. Are you okay, dear girl?
No.
Well, I don't know what was that. It stuck to you, dear.
And she'll just start trying to scrape the stuff off on the web. It's very creeped out by it.
Here, and he grabs what's left of it that Drodin hasn't smushed and starts to pull it. You can feel him sort of pulling you by your hand. You put a bit of resistance in, and it eventually comes clear, and he sort of does that thing with his hand where it's slightly stuck to it and tries to flick it off onto the webs.
Alice is just kind of sat there looking the opposite way, just going, oh! But just about holding it together.
Yeah.
I think is gonna go on. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna very quickly. If this webbing is relatively secure, I'm gonna try and recover that rope and bit on.
It is very secure. Yeah, it's like steel almost. It's so strong.
And we did send one across to the 10th island as well, so we'll get that one back.
You did.
Make over to the central island. That's me.
Ink's just gonna flutter past, muttering under her breath. It's like you want to die, you just won't be helped.
I'm sorry, dear. I was helping your friend. She would have died. I thought she had died. I can't stand by and... You understand that, right? Where I come from, someone is in need, you help them.
Yes, it's very noble, but it's incredibly impractical, considering we could have then had 2 of you dying.
It was eating her. It was going to digest her.
Doesn't matter now. We're even. You helped me. I helped you.
And I thank you from the bottom of my heart, dear girl. So, what now?
Well, I've died like 3 times today.
Well, I mean, you're not. You didn't die, dear. You just got a bit of a. Well, I don't know what you would call that.
Well, it's too close to death for my liking. Like, how long have we been moving for?
A day?
Should we all maybe get a bit of rest?
What, here?
Well, someone else has obviously before, so maybe, if we take turns watching.
Seen the tent? In fact,
It's
can we do a
obviously
bit of
been-
an inspection on this island?
Sure. Yeah.
Now that the pressure's off a little.
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Where's my character sheet gone? Ah, there it is. Investigation.
Okay.
Looks a bit rocky.
Yeah, you have a look around. It's doesn't seem to be anything particularly valuable. There's a few old candles around the edge of the platform. The tent's been shredded, by something. The campfire long burned out. There is a lone wooden chair there. Nothing really pops out at you.
What about these cocoons and, if that's what they are, eggs or...
Sure. Yeah, there is a cocoon right next to this platform. Indeed, in fact, there's a few. What would you like to do?
Shh, guys, there's something over there.
Burn it.
Can I make out anything? In any detail or just a shape?
Which one?
I can just see that. Whoops.
Oh, the little figure at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. It's this little short figure. Seems to be crouched down on the webs. It's got quite long ears, which are floppy. Sort of orangey brown skin. Quite a weird long head. And it just seems to be sat on the web watching you.
Alice, Rodin, are we in danger?
I have no idea.
What is that?
Do I recognise it at all?
It looks like a goblin to you.
I've never really had much to do with goblins. Maybe
It's
we
not
should
tried to
ask.
kill us.
Well, yeah, it's just watching.
Maybe it's waiting for the spiders to do that for it.
Probably just
Or the
wants to
mimic.
steal from us. Yeah, it didn't warn us, did it?
Opportunist. Picks over the bones of whatever the spiders leave behind.
Do we hope
Right.
that maybe it will just leave us alone then?
I could throw a firebolt at it.
Well, I think if we can avoid making enemies, if it's content to leave us be for the time being, then a few of us are hurt. I don't think we should rest long, but if maybe you can manage on a short rest, we can catch our breath.
I think it'd probably do a few of us a bit of good.
The short one will do for now.
You're talking, this little creature that you spotted seems to whiz along the web at quite high speed. Again, as you watch, those of you with dark vision, it's almost like it just sort of slides down the web, skates down it almost. And then you see another pass it in the opposite direction. The other one's got like quite a pinched face, kind of slightly crazy eyes and huge ears that stick right up. Its head's slightly too big for its body. They've slid a little bit closer, but they're still just on the web, cautiously watching.
Is everyone over? Where are those two? Were they dark gnomes?
And
And
Papido.
they're still on the ledge.
Oh shit, I pulled the rope in and everything.
They don't need it. I'm gonna motion for them to come.
At least we won't have to listen to Papido screaming about being invincible for a few minutes.
Rapido looks down at the webs and tries to pick the sturdiest.
Oh my god.
He's gone.
Hi, Papido.
You just hear, Papido did not see this coming, and he just disappears. Two deep gnomes. I skitter across without much difficulty. Second one without much difficulty. And they find their way to the sturdier, stronger webs.
Rapido, don't move. Servitor, can you secure another rope?
We need to
yes.
save Papido.
Yeah, I'll come back. Do your thing.
Yeah, I'll do my thing. I'll do what I did before.
Don't get stuck.
Okay, let's pull you in. You whiz down, and you can see Papido is already standing up from the web. This is not good.
No shit. But he's not stuck. If he stood
No, he
up,
doesn't. He doesn't seem to be. No.
I will hand him the rope. And if I can get that to him, okay, then I'll just shout, "Pull!"
Yeah, as he gets up from the web and you give him the rope and shout pull, you can see from all sides these huge spiders homing in on you. And as everyone pulls, Papido disappears up and you fly up just as the spiders get to where he would have been. And he's back up.
And we're back in
Safe and
initiative.
sound. No, we're not. No.
If we are taking a short rest here on this little island, we should probably eat something. Don't know when we'll get a moment again.
I am quite hungry, dear boy. I would appreciate any of that food that we collected earlier.
Cook up a few mushroom steaks.
Hey, Tink, you didn't
Sounds
happen to
good.
see any of those burnt spiders down there, did you?
But they're all living spiders.
We'd have to fight those.
You would have seen the corpses down there, yeah.
Oh, okay, then yes. But I
Tie your
can't.
rope on.
I doubt I could. Oh, I could.
Tie your rope on.
I think the goblins are getting closer.
Yeah, you see one of them move onto the little stone plinth again. It's kind of almost like arms out, skating down the web in a surf pose. It sort of jumps off at the end and does a little like puts his hands up as if to say like ta-da!
If I'm watching, I clap.
Okay, yeah. You give a little clap and they stop and they look at each other and give a little nod. And then you see them almost in unison slide across the webs onto this ledge in front of Sevatar.
We are the
Incredible.
You get canned.
And the other one says, "Spider bait!"
I bet you. Welcome to our webs.
Well, thank you. Like
Having a bit of trouble there, I say. Got a bit of feedback then. Shouted too loud.
You're always doing that.
And they wander onto the platform. You can see them now that they're probably about 4 foot tall, orangey brown, goblinoid. They've got these. They've got very tatty looking clothes, but around each of their waists they have multiple bottles, probably about 10 each, which are all tied onto their belt all the way around. And they sort of come onto the platform and start having a nose and start looking at them. The little one with the big head stands next to Malice and sort of looks up at you. And the other one goes and looks at Drodin.
And who would you be? So the other one's Spiderbait, isn't it? And
Yuck, yuck.
And I'm Spiderbait.
okay.
And you are?
Well, I'm Malice. Do you live here?
Kind of. We
Oh.
like here to serve the webs and take the bits left behind.
You didn't.
What? Didn't what?
Never mind. It's fine.
I caught it too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm just ignoring it and hoping it goes away.
Well, we
You would have
left
been rich
behind...
pickings. But seems you got friends. We like having friends.
Oh, yes, we like having friends.
We left behind 2 spider corpses, and you seem very, very good on these webs. If you could retrieve them for us, because we're quite hungry, that would be great.
What would we get?
What do you want?
Well, you could join us for lunch.
Okay. Lunch sounds good.
What's on the menu?
Spider. It's pre-cooked.
Well, we could just go and get them later and eat them ourselves. Not sure it's a good deal.
What would you rather have?
Get more friends.
Well, we like having friends. Which, where you heading? Where you heading?
Well, we're just trying to get close to the lake at the moment. And I think we're kind of figuring it out from there to a certain extent.
Oh, you need a guide, do you?
Oh, we can guide you. For a price.
Can I insight check them?
Of course you can.
Are you going to drop us into some kind of cavern and just steal from us? 16.
I mean, your experience of goblins, unfortunately, as a drow, would probably be as slaves or vermin. So you think you know them pretty well. It seems to be genuine for a goblin. Are you looking to buy some grease from us? We'll sell you some grease. It'll speed up your travel no end.
How
And
would it
sell
be
them our
that?
grease. They don't need grease.
Sorry.
How would it speed up our travels?
Well, you can surf the webs instead of, doing what you've been doing.
Falling down the webs, I think they call it.
Do they look particularly greasy? Do they look like they're all lubed up?
No, they don't know. Roll a perception check for me.
I say they give me chills. And they seem to be multiplying. I'm sorry, I should save it for Darcy.
21.
Yeah, with that roll, you notice that where they have walked on the rock, they're leaving behind sort of greasy footprints, but the rest of them doesn't appear to have any grease on it.
Well, how about for now? If you help us with the spiders, then you just have a good meal shared with friends.
We like friends.
All right, I'll go get them. And you see the sort of droopy-faced goblin slide off onto a web and then just almost jump down. Disappears into the... And then a few minutes later you hear, "Chuck the rope down!"
Yeah, I'll chuck a rope down.
You feel it move for a second, and then there's a double tug on it. And if you pull it up, there is a giant spider on the end of it.
One of the dead ones, I hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, that would be mean, wouldn't it?
Yeah, oh shit.
Motherfuckers.
I shall put it there, but it's dead, okay? Okay. Yeah, so I don't think you've got anything to make a fire from, have you? Has anyone got... No one's got any wood or anything to burn?
There's a chair there.
You could burn the chair, yeah. You burning the chair?
Well, it's got to be held up by something as well.
A chair mimic? No, I'm not cruel enough to put 2 in. Yeah, you can smash up the chair, build a little fire, some sliced mushroom. Again, you haven't really got any pots or pans or anything like that, unless anyone has got in their equipment. So you kind of have to make do using a bit of wood to sort of skewer stuff and hold it over the fire. But yeah, indeed, you all managed to get a meal. These goblins are absolutely disgusting in the way they don't bother cooking the spider. They just pull one of the legs off and start sort of sucking out whatever's inside, a bit like lobster. They seem to be watching you with great interest as you cook your food and eat.
Well, as a little thank you for going to get those for us, maybe you want to try some of this? And I hand him one of the nose fungi that I harvested.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's the ones that gave you like really bad drug trips.
We don't know what they do.
Are you giving me Nilhock's nose?
Nilhock's nose? Yeah, if that's what this is, then yeah, and you'd like it, then it's yours.
I mean, if you're going somewhere particularly pungent, then maybe not a bad idea.
Oh, it stops you smelling, does it?
Well,
having the ability to smell, I mean.
Then it kind of enhances smell. So, somewhere particularly pungent and pleasant. Be able to appreciate it all the more.
All right. Well, a promise is a promise, and if you'd like it, then it's yours.
No.
Okay.
Thanks, though.
Fair enough. What about this one? Tongue mushroom, if he knows what they are. What's this one do?
Do you see the other one looking over his shoulder and sort of gives a little smirk, but doesn't say anything?
Don't know about that one. Don't want that one either. Thanks, though.
Pushes it back.
Okay. Okay, suit yourself.
Try it. Won't hurt you.
I'm full of
won't hurt you. Just a taste.
I mean, the second one, so the smirking. I mean, if you if you want to know people's innermost thoughts, then that's the one to give them. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Of course.
No secrets if you eat one of those.
No, no, no. I mean, that's not why I was giving it to you, of course. That's why I didn't offer it you. Because, well, obviously wouldn't want to do that.
You see him pull a little bit of a puzzled expression and look at the other one.
Is he trying to?
Don't know. Tall ones are weird. So do you want a guide or not?
A guide to where? Where can you take us?
Where you going? You want to go across the Silken Paths?
Well, that's a start.
I mean, let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. We'll take you wherever you want to go on the Silken Paths. What are you going to give us?
Well, we don't have a lot.
I mean, I have asked this question 3 times now. What do you want?
Got anything shiny? Any coin? Any gems? Any shinies?
Yes, shinies. We would like shinies, please.
Sorry, I didn't realise you were talking. I just thought you were squeaking.
You'll just see Tink go like flush red as she opens.
Not quite so many coins. The only shiny things I have are... Whoosh, pull the 2 daggers out. Just these little things, really. I mean, if you want those, then maybe we could come to an agreement. If not, perhaps you can think of something else.
It's a good start. What else you got?
Tink will take a gold coin out of her pocket and say, I will give you this if you don't say another word to me whilst we're travelling.
Okay.
Reaches his hand out and goes to take the coin. And turns away from you. Looks at the others.
I'm sorry, did you want something from everybody?
Well, I'm just trying to agree a price. So far, I've been offered 2 daggers and a gold coin. I mean, that's not a lot for 1, 2, 3. That's not a lot for more than 3, is it?
Well, we don't have a lot, unfortunately.
We don't want a lot.
Well, seems like you've named your price then, because we don't have a lot, and that's what you're going to get.
So, let me get this right. You're giving me, us, 2 daggers, a gold coin. That's it.
And some company.
You can have my
Oh.
dagger as well, so you can have 3 daggers.
3 daggers. I mean, that'll cover the grease for you all. I mean, do you know any good stories? Got any gossip? Got any news? Got anything tasty? Not Tonga Madness, though. Thanks very much. Okay, then. We'll... thanks for the meal. We'll just go, shall we?
What about, have you heard of Velcom Velve? You know them?
They both look at Malice and Drodin as you say that, back and forth between them.
Yeah, we know of it. What of it?
What's your relationship with those folk?
We don't have a relationship with those folk.
Well,
We wouldn't normally help them, but well,
That one clapped. They both turn and nod at each other. Yep, that's pretty much it. You appreciate our talent and our skill, which we have honed over numerous years of practice surfing the webs.
It was very impressive.
Why, thank you. You see his sort of orange face go a little bit brown on the cheek area, which you think might be blushing, but you're not really sure.
we're
well,
happy to share our skills with you. We just want fair payment or
Going for you.
information.
Might be a bit of unrest there, Falcon Valve.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unrest, they deserve it.
What we've heard
They're
is
massive gits.
bit of betraying and backstabbing, and seems there may have been some kind of revolt there recently. It's just what we heard. It's the gossip.
There were those big flying things. They attacked.
Flying things. Don't get many flying things down here.
I will try and describe what I saw. Because I can't remember, Matt.
Yeah. As you regale them with the story of the Vrox, I think is probably what you're talking about. Their eyes go quite wide, and
No, not seen anything like that. Not on the webs. Sounds pretty bad. We won't go there, thank you. So where are you looking to go?
Lake.
the lake.
So
Or we can get you
at
there.
least.
We can probably get you there 4 days. How's that sound?
I'll look at the others.
4
Is
days
it
on these webs.
No, it's a day on the webs.
Oh, thank goodness.
And then 3 days to the lake. We'll only take you as far as the webs, though.
Fair.
Right then. Sounds like we've got a very bad deal, but you seem nice people. Maybe you'll remember us when you've got more shinies.
When they've got some shinies, you mean?
Yeah. Any shinies is a target of ours.
How come you're so skinny? You just like escaped from prison or something?
Yeah. We were like we've just escaped from prison.
Yeah, imagine that.
They sort of move to the edge onto the webs again. Shall we meet you again when you've slept, shall we?
Is it safe?
I mean, don't disturb the webs. Don't make any vibrations. You'll probably be okay. If anyone's a real snorer, would probably not stay here.
So you'll come back in a few hours then.
Yeah, we'll come back whenever you're ready.
Okay. Enjoy your evening. No idea what time it is.
Yeah, no one does. They sort of, you see them jump onto the webs and just they just slide off at great speed next to each other, disappear into the darkness.
Web surfers.
Yeah, tish. Yeah, so you've all eaten. You managed to get enough food from the spider to tide you all over for today. I think you don't quite have enough water, unfortunately. So how many of there are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 of you. You've got water enough for 7. So you all get a drink, but unfortunately, you don't quite drink as much as you would need. You don't really feel any ill effects, but you all are quite thirsty.
We're definitely going to
Moving
need
forward.
more water tomorrow, kind of thing.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
I think those that are injured should try and get some rest. I don't mind taking the first watch. If you'd like me to keep an eye out, I can see some way in this darkness.
Drow only need the 4 hours, don't they? So I think
You do.
between us, we can manage most of the watches.
See, but this spell might help. And I will set down alarm.
I think there. Oh, I can't. I've already used all my spell slots. I was going to say there'd probably be a funny moment when Jordan and Tink pass each other as they're laying down the wire for alarm. But I've run out of slots to use it.
Oh
Unless I
no.
can...
Okay, I don't have a bell and a wire. I don't cast alarm.
I do
You
have
can
a
borrow
bell.
my bell and wire.
Okay, I can't see in the dark and I can't cast alarm, so I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Jordan will give you his bell and wire so that you can cast it. Seeing as he's not able to.
Okay.
I could ritual cast it, but that takes a while.
As part
Okay.
of my thieves kit, I'm going to give you my bell and string. Oh, it's got to be silver thread, has it, for the spell?
Yeah.
Where's it gone?
A tiny bell
silver
and
thread.
a piece of fine silver thread.
I'll give you the bell
fine
then,
silver wire.
because I can't imagine I'll use that.
Useful.
There you go.
Right, so nap time for most people.
Hey, who's taking first watch?
I'll take one.
Okay.
Perception, is it? Or
Yes, please. Okay. You. I mean, it's eerily quiet in here. There's a slight breeze that makes the webs flutter slightly, but you don't really hear anything else. You occasionally hear a sort of chittering sound off in the darkness below and above, but you can see pretty much a couple of spiders off in the distance, but they don't seem to react to the webs fluttering. They just seem to be waiting for something to actually hit the webs. So yeah, your watch passes without incident.
Who should I be waking up?
Wake up Drayden.
Great.
Who has not healed because apparently I've already used all my hit dice from the last time.
Well, I think you all leveled up without resting, so that might be why you probably only had one. So you should have got your new one. There you go.
Okay.
Changed it for you. I mean, you're going to get a long rest out of this, I assume, if you...
Oh, are we doing a long rest?
I don't know. Are you doing a long rest?
Thought we were doing long rests.
Okay,
This is
never mind
the
then.
4 hours trance thing, isn't it? That's what I was.
Yeah, as a
At least
drow, you
what
don't.
Malice is aiming for.
Okay. Yeah, who are you waking up, Steve?
Sorry, Drodin.
Yeah.
Perception check then.
Yeah, please. Yeah, he rouses you from your meditation. Nothing. You don't see or hear anything.
That's unfortunate.
Goes without any incident.
Turnip.
Yeah, it's your turn. Your turn to turnip.
Yep.
And yeah, that's if you're doing 4 hours. How long have you done, Steve? 2 or 4?
I could do
Oh.
4 because I can trance as well.
Okay. Yeah, so there's pretty much, if you're doing 4 each, that's it. Everyone gets the benefit of a long rest. No one gets eaten in their sleep. Malice didn't die for a bit longer.
Have you been conscious this long before, Malice?
Be quiet.
Of course.
When Malice wakes up, she will also cast. Make sure I prepared the right one. Create water, and so she'll replenish our water supply.
Okay, how many gallons does that make?
So that makes 10 gallons of clean water.
Okay, good stuff. Which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, which is enough for everyone for today. Good stuff. Okay, as you're all round eating some of the leftover mushrooms and such from last night for breakfast, you see these 2 goblins come sliding down the webs again out of the darkness. They sort of jump off at the last minute and teeter onto the edge, leaving greasy footprints on the ground.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Do you want to do it the slow way or the fast way?
Which is
Fast
most
way.
dangerous?
Recommend the fast way.
Which is the most dangerous?
Fast
Whichever
way.
safest.
Slow way.
I mean, I'm all for it, but we've got big guy back here. We've lost him once already.
I'm sure I'd be fine with the fast way, dear boy. What could possibly go wrong?
Slow.
I mean, I had a soft landing last time.
No.
King says no. Slow way then.
I mean, I'll
Okay.
go the fast way with you.
Dice.
Nice, yeah. Okay. How's that? That means one of us has got to go the slow way and one the fast way.
We should not be splitting the team.
It's like a scouting party.
What could
will.
possibly go wrong?
Everything can go wrong.
I'll go ahead, make sure the coast is clear.
Our chances of survival significantly reduce if we were to split up. They also reduce if we take, I don't know what's involved in the fast way, but the least dangerous path is most likely the wisest if you want all of us to live. And there is strength in numbers.
Yeah, but the wisest path is often the dullest path.
I would like to experience it.
I mean, no one wants to live slow and boring, do they? If you're going to go out fast. Hit the wall at speed. Or the floor. Well,
floor.
yeah. Falling don't kill you. It's the landing that kills you.
I'll make sure it's okay at the other end.
Slow way then. You're going to owe us for this. Slow way. Okay. They look a little bit disappointed. You see them both take a little cloth out of their bags, pouches on their belt, and sort of wipe the bottom of their shoes, sort of wiping off the grease that's on the bottom of it. And you see them sort of touch their foot on the ground and then touch them on the webs and see if they're sliding, and they don't appear to be as slippy anymore. And they step out onto the webs, quite glum looking. They look really disappointed. But, 3 daggers and a gold coin, who can turn that down? In fact, they do. They step onto the webs and then and just gesture. Come on, then. And they start picking their way. You can see that they do seem to be examining the webs as they step onto them, picking specific ones, and you all can follow without much difficulty. And they lead you on for, I mean, if you're following them, is anyone following them?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Yeah, they lead you onto the webs. Tink probably flying along, easy mode. And indeed, with the paths that they pick, you don't have any of the trouble that you had when you first stepped onto them with these weakened old webs. They seem sturdy and strong. And even with all of you stood on some of the strands, they sag a little, but they're as strong as steel. And you have no problems. And they lead you for pretty much half of the day without any real issues.
Once some of my nervousness about walking on the webs has worn off, I'll kind of pipe up a little bit and be like, yuck, spider bait. Do you travel like this or the fast way each and every day?
We only travel the fast way. I don't know why you would want to travel the slow way. It's so boring.
Well, that is very brave of both of you.
Well, thank you. I mean, the problem with the slow way is it attracts the spiders. So I assume you're all willing to fight the spiders.
Well,
As if they come, we'll be greasing up our shoes and we'll be off. And you'll be on your own.
You
Well,
said
I
the slow
think
way was the safe way.
safe way for us not falling, I believe.
Safe way for not falling. Not the safe way if you don't like spiders.
Well, I
When
am
you're down
sorry
with
we
those
are.
spiders.
I am sorry we are slowing you down, but I am ever so grateful for the effort you're putting into making sure that we're safe. And she's pretty much she's going to try and weirdly flirt with them just to make sure that they like us. That's all this is going to
Okay.
be. She has no
Roll-
idea how to do that. She knows
Roll
they like
either a
to get slapped, and
roll
that's
me
it.
persuasion or deception or whatever you think's most appropriate. Intimidation. I don't know. Whatever you think. They do. They kind of seem flattered and suspicious all at once. That was probably how I would describe it.
She's not very persuasive. They just seem very probably confused by her. She's too awkward.
Yeah, they look at each other.
Is she taking the mickey?
I'm not really sure, if I'm honest. I thought the applause was for our great skill, but I'm beginning to think it was ironic.
Yeah, I think you may be right. Sarcastic clapping is a drow thing, isn't it?
No, she meant the
Yes.
clapping, but God damn it.
There's no need to be rude. I know you're a drow and it comes natural, but we've honed our craft over 9 months of intensive training.
Oh, I do apologise. I didn't mean. Wasn't meaning to be sarcastic. I know it's the drow. We always sound like this. I was just very impressed with your skill.
I think is going to flutter over and see what Malice is trying to do and say, yes, she's not. Being nice doesn't come naturally to her, but she does mean it. Honestly, there's so much web. I don't think we would ever have made it out alive without you.
Okay, roll a persuasion or deception, whatever you want.
He's going to
Does
look
she have
small and
advantage because she's so much better than Malice?
Yeah, I'll let you have advantage as you're both working together.
Tink knows how to play her. I'm small and cute and helpless. Oh, I did normal. I didn't do with advantage.
You don't need to. You got 20. You got a natural 20. Yeah, you see them both look at each other, and then their little orange cheeks kind of go brown, which is, I guess, a goblin blush.
Well, it's always nice to be appreciated and someone who appreciates talent.
Yes, little miss. Thank you. We'll make sure you're safe. If you don't like the webs, we could take you down to the ground. You can make your own way along the ground.
Oh, would that be safer? Would it also make us further away from the lake we're trying to get to? Would we have to climb back up again?
You would have a bit of a climb at the end, but safer, more boring. You lot seem to like boring.
Oh no, we don't like boring. We'd much rather do it your way. We're just not quite as skilled as you. I think this will do. We're getting on very well as it is.
Well, it's true. Not everyone can be as dexterous and skillful as Yuk and Spiderbait. We often forget.
We do forget that these tall folk do not have the low center of gravity of a goblin. I'm sorry for not recognizing your inadequacies. But yeah, so is it onwards or is it down to the floor?
Oh, onwards, please. As he says inadequacies, you'll see this like twitch in her eye.
Like Darling from Blackadder.
Yeah.
When someone uses his name. Okay. And they start picking their way through. You do go for quite a while. In fact, let me. and it's very quiet. There isn't much. You don't really get any sense of anything moving or out there for the first half of the day. But as you make your way forward, sorry, this may take a little bit of time to load. As you make your way forward, take vision. Okay. The webs seem to become more sparse, and you find yourself crossing this massive circular spider web. It's absolutely huge.
Nice animation.
And the two goblins do seem a little bit more. Where's Jago? Do seem a little bit cautious across here. As you begin to cross, you can see a number of shapes and cocoons across the webs, as if something has been captured and then wrapped up for later. And it's here where you find, because it is just one web, as you all begin to walk across, you can sort of hear these twang twang noises as you walk and see the vibrations ripple up the webs. You see the two goblins just freeze and put their hands up.
Stop. I think we might be in trouble.
Yep, that's done it. That's done it. And they freeze. Ahead, you see those with dark vision see shadows moving. What do you do?
Bill, as instructed. But I'll get my short bow out ready.
You see the two goblins each of them take a bottle from their belt, take the cork out, a little cloth. They pour something onto the cloth and then rub them on the bottom of their shoes. And literally you just see them zip. They pick a strand and just slide off towards the wall at quite high speed. If anyone wants to put themselves in a position or move anywhere, then please feel free.
So there's a wall nearby.
There's a wall to the north, a distance off.
Just try and get near one of these cocoons. It might give a bit more purchase.
You hear a little voice shout out in the dark.
If you get on hit here, you'll probably fall through.
Yeah, if you get hit here, you will probably fall through. And it might be quite a way till the next web. So be careful.
Arundel, whatever you do, don't move. Don't help.
Dear lady, you expect me to stand by?
Yes.
Who's got a stool?
Presumably I still do.
How are you carrying him, by the way?
I recall the last time I made like a little papoose out of my coat.
Okay. So if you fall, you take him with you. That's good.
They target me especially now.
Is everyone where they want to be?
Well, no, but there's no other no good options, I don't think.
It's bad or bad. It's bad or bad.
Yeah. Roll initiative. Yeah, as you look out across the web, you see these 8-legged shapes skittering across the web towards the vibrations made by your footfalls. What was the swirly thing then? What was that?
Natural 20.
Oh, right. Nice. Is that a new feature, the swirly thing?
You
I've
can
never
turn
seen
it
that
on
before.
in your custom
Yeah, you can.
dice thing.
Yeah, you can put effects on. So I've got a thing that will make my dice glow if I get a nat 20, and it will go dark if I get a natural 1.
Okay. Nice.
Just for some added flair.
I'm off to go change my dice.
Yeah.
That I wouldn't, because that means you'll never get another natural 20.
How do I change my dice? Because I'm never going to get
Dice.
a natural 20 again now.
Dice, so nice.
That's so nice. Go into
What module?
settings, configure
Oh.
settings, and then modules. Yeah.
Great
think
module,
it's
by the
called-
way.
It is a good module. Whoever made that needs several pints or coffees or whatever they drink.
Need several liquids.
Exactly. Many, many liquids. Well, believe it or not, how has that happened? So you rolled a natural 20, but so did one of the spiders. And the other one got 19. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, these spiders begin to move forward. You see it skittering towards you, Sevatar.
Yep.
And in fact, it's going to take a dash action to sort of gives a sudden rush of speed. And you see its eight legs moving rapidly as it moves up to you. And the other one does the same, takes a dash action. And you're Drodin, you're up.
I'm going to firebolt the one closest to me.
Okay. That's a hit.
So that's a whole 3 damage.
Wow. Yeah, that's not great, is it?
Instant death, of course.
How do you want to do this?
If it was a house spider, maybe. Yeah, there's a money spider that was there as well, which is just gone. But that one's still fine. Anything else from you?
No, that's it.
Sevatar. This giant spider has just moved up on you at rapid pace, but didn't get a chance to attack.
Well, I better stab it in the face with a rapier
That is a good strategy.
as best as I can. Oh dear.
Oh,
And on
best
that
is
note,
not enough.
how far away was that wall to the north? Can I get a gauge, roughly?
Yeah, I'll measure it for you. Hang on. 40 feet.
Oh, okay. Bonus action disengage, and I will head. I can move 20
Even
feet.
malice to. Okay. Yeah.
Well, no, I'll just move 20 feet there to the edge of the map. I'll stay there.
Okay. Fair enough. I've got my browser stuck with the ruler. I can't get rid of it. You're just moving 20 feet. Okay.
20 feet, yeah.
Okay. Next up is Malice.
Um,
You see these
I-
two, this spider charge Sevatar. He just tries to stab it,
Right.
misses, and then just scarpers. Who can blame him?
So the one to the south, I'm going to try and guiding bolt it. If this
Okay.
misses and I'm wasting a spell, I'm going to be so annoyed. 17.
That's a hit.
Thank fuck.
More damage.
16 damage.
Ooh.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah, that is a really strong hit. This spider lets out a squeal. You see blood and ichor spurt out of it. It's a huge gaping wound in its torso. Some of its eyes have gone. It is still alive, but it is definitely blooded and a little bit beyond.
Some
No, I'm
fucking
then
lovely
going
dice as well.
to. What? Sorry, my mouse randomly froze then. And won't get rid of the. I'm going to run back into the crowd of people. I currently can't move myself. I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to then be able to move myself. So if I move in a second, I'm just taking what is left of. Thank you.
That's all right. Yeah, I just had that problem. I had to refresh. I don't know what was going on. Would you like to do anything else?
No, that's kind of all I can do.
Devondil is stood with Tink in front of him. He looks at Tink. Am I helping or? Okay,
Comes to you, you can hit it.
I'll stand here then, and I'm ready. And he just moves alongside you and makes ready, holds an action to attack, and you are up.
Let's see if this can hit just once. I'll go for. Has one of them already been hit?
Yeah,
If you
top
go
one.
for the bottom one, you should
I'll
have
go for the
advantage
bottom.
with my golden guiding bolt.
Oh, I like
Oh, was it the bottom
advantage.
one? Sorry, I've taken
Oh,
the
but
damage
it's-
off the wrong one.
Whichever one, as long as one of them has taken
I'll
damage.
go for the advantage one.
Yeah.
That's it.
13. How do you want to do it? This one is badly hurt by Malice. It's really badly hurt. So you fire this Chaos Bolt into it. It's very destructive. You do everything that it had left.
Can't see. If I roll a d8 just to see what kind of effect it had. Force. Oh, I'm going to knock it off the web so it goes.
Yeah, so Malice near enough explodes this thing, blinds it, breaks some of its legs, rips its torso open, and then you just fire this force blast into it, and it just flips over backwards and just flies off, disappearing down into the darkness, dead.
Gonna.
You made easy work of that one.
I think it's not going to move.
Okay. I think Daphne will just hold. Eldith has got no weapon anymore. Giant spider. Who's it going to have? Who's it going to have? Who do you think it's going to go for?
That's horrible the way it turns around like that.
Lunges forward at you, Sevatar. And tries to bite you.
Constitution.
It is a Constitution save, so it hits.
Oh shit!
Don't panic. Don't panic. Oh, have you just failed your Constitution save?
Yeah.
That's 20 points of damage then. So you take
Bye-bye.
10 points from the bite. Oh, that's harsh. These are properly balanced, I assure you, but they're horrendous at low levels.
Yep,
yeah, I'm
rolls.
sorry. Unlucky roll. Yeah, you all see this spider sort of chitter sideways on the web, and unfortunately, it just pumps its poison into Sevatar, who goes paler than even normal and drops on the web. And can you roll me a d20, please, Steve?
Sure.
He falls, but doesn't fall through the web. He actually, he's above the web. He's still on this level. So that could have been worse. And that's it. Drodin.
Oh, I thought the one that just attacked. In fact, no, I'm going to magic missile the one that just attacked Sevatar.
Yeah, because they can't miss.
Yeah, and it's also got a higher damage. Oh, fucking hell. 12 damage.
12.
Yeah.
Nice.
I rolled 3s on everything.
Yeah, they sort of spiral off and home in and slam into the side of this spider, which lets out a squeal. It's not dead, but it is badly hurt. I need to see what the gifts are. Anything else from you?
No, that's it.
Okay. Death save, please, Steve.
Yeah.
It's your turn to be Malice.
Yeah.
It's a pass. Nice. It's not really what you want to do with your turn, I know. So sorry about that. Yeah, Malice, you're up. Yeah, you made the right decision running away, it seems.
I'm just gonna try and shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Yeah, it's a good solid hit. Roll damage. Get high.
9.
Ooh, max.
Yeah.
Your bolt straight into one of its eyes, lets out a squeal. Blood pumps out of the wound, sort of thrashing and skittering, but it is still up.
And then I'm
Anything
just gonna
else?
move more behind the pedo and hope that I
Okay.
don't get attacked.
Okay. Devon, he's looking at Sevatar and he's looking at Tink and he's like, now?
If you move, I will do more damage to you than that spider.
He's dying.
It'll be okay. Just stay still.
It's reluctantly stays still. Tink.
Because I don't trust him, can I get in front of him?
You're gonna block this 9-foot creature with your little 1-foot clockwork
Yeah.
fairy.
Very seriously, you'll have to go through me! Firebolt time.
Good. Roll damage.
Great!
Yeah, it hits and it's close to death, but it just doesn't do enough. It lets out a screech and a scream, but it's still up. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. You can see a lot of the others are just hanging back. Eldith is. You can see the frustration. She moves forward, but she's got no weapon. She kind of wants to, but she's hesitating. Spider, seeing Sevatar motionless on the floor, will move forward. And you see it kind of almost lift itself up on its legs, and its torso dips underneath. And Tink, you see this web shoot at you. And hits. Roll a strength DC 12 strength saving throw, please. You'll be able to just click where it says saving throw. There you go.
What a surprise!
Oh, you are restrained. So this sticky web you just see it fire at you and completely engulf you. You find yourself tangled up, unable to move, unable to take actions until you get yourself free. You can every turn you can make a strength saving throw to try and get out of it. You can also attack it and destroy it, or someone else can. So yes, you find yourself restrained. And then it seems to move back to Sevatar and starts wrapping him and rolling him and preparing him for food. Drodin.
So Trodin's going to move 20 feet, 25 feet towards it, and then he's going to throw a firebolt at its butt.
Nice, it's a hit.
Oh, thank Christ, I was concerned. I don't know why I rolled twice. The 2 was first, so...
Okay. You hit it with this firebolt, but it's a glancing blow. The thing is so close to death. How is it still alive? It seems to only 3 of its legs are working now. Its eyes are mostly gone.
I will kill it with indigestion.
Go, Sevatar! But it's
Fear
not...
my heartburn.
It is your go, so death saving throw, I'm afraid. The fail, so that's 1 pass, 1 fail. Malice.
Another shot with a crossbow.
Okay.
14?
I think it's just enough. I mean, it's gonna, as long as you get 1 damage, it's dead. So how do you want to do this?
3 damage. So I'm just going to shoot it right in its ass. The little bit where the web comes out, it's just going to go straight in there.
Okay. Yeah, the bolt just goes in where its ass would be, and it comes out the other side, in fact, and drops to the floor, dead. Sevatar partially wrapped in web. We're out of initiative order.
I'll go straight up to Sevatar and I will use my last spell slot to cast.
Your last one already?
Yep. I only get 3 a day. So I'll cast Cure Wounds, but
okay.
I have a feature or something that allows me. I don't have to roll for it. I instantly get like the full roll.
Okay, nice. Yes.
Yes, Circle of Mortality. So you restore maximum possible HP on each dice instead of rolling with healing spells to a creature with 0 HP. So that would be, I think it's... Why does it have this information and the spell on completely different pages? 1d8 plus 2, so 10 HP.
Nice, I'll take that.
Yeah, you come to. You're partially wrapped in a web. With Malice standing over you.
And for some of the comments you've made about me being knocked out, I'll let you get out of that yourself.
Can I?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a struggle. You are partially restrained, but yeah, you and Tink, you, with a bit of help from Drodin, you get out of the webs. And as it quietens down, you see the 2 goblins slide back along the webs. The slow way's not the good way.
I'm more open to the fast way now, I've got to be honest.
If you don't like the fast way, we can take you down to the ground. It's up to you. I mean, if you're worried, we can get a rope and we'll pull you along, or we'll guide you along. But yeah, if you're full, it's a long way.
What's the consensus?
If we actually tie the rope this time, and she'll look like stare daggers at Derendil.
Looks a little bit embarrassed and sheepish. Knots aren't my forte, dear girl. Have you seen these hands? And he holds up these huge, sort of clawed monstrosities of hands. I think I saw movement in there. He points at the cocoon that you're hovering over.
Scoot back. Take a look.
Okay, yeah, it's it is. There's a little bit of movement from inside.
Better not be a spider egg.
If Droden kind of like puts his hands on it and checks it out, does it feel like there's multiple things moving in there? Or does it feel like it's one giant thing?
How were you just putting your hand on it and feeling?
Yeah.
It feels like something large moving inside.
Okay. Like a gentle fire bolt-esque thing to just kind of like get most of it open. I gave my dagger away, so I can't just cut it open anymore.
You're hitting
Oh.
it with a firebolt.
I have a dagger!
Yeah, we'll do that. I was going to hit it with the firebolt, but I was imagining that because it could cast firebolt, it could probably just like summon a tiny little fire to burn a bit of it away. But we'll go with the dagger because that's probably safer.
Or it potentially kills us, whatever you're releasing. Can someone, for the love of the gods, just tie a rope to Derendil?
I'm fine, dear lady. Now we're on the strong webs. I'm sure I'm fine. And you clearly won't let me get hit.
I will tie a rope to Derendil.
Okay.
He's not gonna listen.
Yeah, it takes quite a lot of rope. He's quite broad, but you get a rope round his waist and tie a knot. You cut open the cocoon with your dagger, and you see a little flash of blue fabric inside.
Cautiously cut up at a different area where I suspected the face may be.
Okay, yeah, you see sort of brown curly hair.
I knew it, it's Frodo.
Okay, I'll gradually work it down, see if I can spot any more of them.
Okay, yeah, as you work your way down, you see a little blue waistcoat, a white shirt. It's got brown curly hair with big mutton chops. It appears to be a halfling.
Give him a nudge and be like, "Hello, you alive in there.
Feels warm to the touch, but doesn't seem to be responding to you.
I'm going to try and drag them out of the cocoon.
Okay. Yeah, you manage it. There's no rolls needed, but yeah, you kind of drag him out. You can see on his arm or through his shirt where he's been bitten by a spider. Appears to be unconscious, wounded, but breathing.
Anything in his pockets?
Anything in his pockets? Okay.
I mean, the spider's not going to take his gold.
He does have a rook. He's wearing leather armor, studded leather armor. He has probably about 10 rations. There's also a bottle with a cork in. Short sword and a dagger.
I was going to say, like, the next thing is Dragon goes, would anybody like to look this guy over before I drop him?
That could have been me.
Sevatar, do you want to come and help me look over this fellow?
Well, yeah, it's not really my forte, but sure.
Well, I didn't mean help him. I just mean look for interesting things he might have.
Well, I can do that too. I would like to help him.
Once they've finished checking his pockets, I'll do a medicine check or whatever needed to stabilize. Is he
Okay.
kind of like unconscious, rolling death saves, kind of dead, or?
No, you would know that he's effectively. Imagine he's rolled a 20, so he's out, but he's past his death save, so it will probably take him a few hours to wake up.
Okay. So is there anything we can do to help him other than healing spells, which I
You
have
could do a
done?
medicine. Yeah, you could do a medicine check and try and wake him up. Yeah. You don't think he's dying. He might be poisoned or something. In fact, as you start working on him and trying to ascertain his wounds, you see that his eyes open and are moving, but the rest of him seems paralyzed. And he looks quite fearful when he sees a drow standing over him. Yeah, that's a good roll. You kind of work on him for a while. You think he's been poisoned in some way, so you tie off the arm where the bite is to try and restrict the poison from traveling to the rest of his body. And sort of give him water and sit him up, and he does indeed start to gain movement back in his face. He still looks very fearful. His eyes are sort of a very pale blue. He's looking around at you. Hello. I didn't mean to be on your webs, Miss Drow. Don't kill me.
I'm a drow. I'm not a spider. These aren't my webs.
I thought you drew spiders and controlled them and stuff. Or at least that's what I was told. But
Drow use spiders to create webs for security, but no, that. What are you doing out here anyway?
You see him trying to get up and trying to move, but his body's just not responding.
It will take a while for for you to regain movement. Don't. If you get stressed out, you'll just make it worse. So just try and, I don't know, stay calm. Stupid statement.
Okay.
So what were you doing here?
I was down here with a group of adventurers, and we were looking for a lost tomb, supposed to contain a very powerful sword, and we got attacked by a pack of gnolls. Start raving bonkers they were. I'm guessing the rest of them are in here as well. We only came down these paths because we got chased by the gnolls, and that was a big mistake.
Sort of
Out of the
gnolls,
frying
were
pan
they
into the fire.
regular or something different?
They were just like riled up, like proper, frothing at their mouth, and they were
Like a regular one to me.
shouting. No, they were shouting some weird word.
Do you remember what the weird word was?
Dinner?
It was like Unigu. It was like Unigu or something. They were proper, like they were like reveling in it. I think it was Unigu or something like that. I don't speak great Undercommon, so I'm not sure, but I think that's what it was. Are you going to kill me?
No, why are you so prejudiced against drow? Just because I'm drow doesn't mean I'm going to kill you.
Isn't it?
Not always.
I mean, she might kill you, but it's not because she's a drow.
You be quiet.
Is it because I was a halfling?
No! And at that point, she storms off.
On a web.
Dramatically.
She goes and stands behind Derendil, like with her arms crossed and a pouty face.
Oh, we
Well,
best
what,
get you somewhere safe.
Where are you going? I mean, I'm proper lost. I think we came down by a dwarf city. We were down here for, I'm low on rations now. Got about 10 left. I reckon I'm easy a month away from where we came in, but I don't know the way.
Well, it is on our list of places to visit, but I don't think it's first on the list. Anyway, the first protocol is off these damn webs. Then we can have another think about where we need to go.
I mean, if I'd be honest, I have got no chance of finding that treasure. No, but if you'd be willing to, I'll share the info I've got if you help me get out, and we'll share it. Fair's fair.
That does sound fair.
Where's my
Chances of
potion?
survival are with us.
Well, seems that way. Strength in numbers and all that. My name's Fargus. Fargus Rumblefoot. Have I upset your drow friend?
It may actually have been me. Don't worry about it, friend.
What's in this? And Tink will. Someone took the bottle, right?
Yeah. I think Drodin took it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my last potion of invisibility.
That should be very useful. I think that will be payment.
Payment for what? Cutting me out of here. Okay, that sounds fair. So what now?
You'll come with us while we continue to navigate out of these webs, if that suits you.
Aye, it does. Which way are you going?
Well, we're actually following some guides ourselves.
You see Yuk and Spiderbait off in the direction you were heading, and as you say that, he sort of turns his head. You can see he's starting to get movement back in his arms now and his feet, although it's slight. I don't want to worry you, but where I came from, that's where them gnolls were. I mean, there's quite a lot of you. You might be all right, but there was 5 of us, and I'm it now. I'm the only one left.
No safe places down here. Back where we came from, we're running from something too, so there's no good choices here, I don't think.
I mean, I think if we got that sword, I think we'd have a good chance.
So, go on then. Tell us about this sword.
Well, I mean, it's only you see, it's sort of talking about it. He almost forgets that where he is. You can see his mind drifting off and dreaming about it. Well, I heard that, like, back in ancient times, like before history, there was flying cities. I mean, it's crazy to think, but all the scholars that we knew said it's true. There is evidence of it, and there is in history there is a story of one of these flying cities crashing into the ground, and there was a tomb of the wizard what made the flying city, if you like, and that tomb apparently is in the Underdark because the city crashed and fell beneath the earth. So if we can find that tomb, then we would be able to take his weapon, which was, from all accounts, like a sword forged by sun gods, like a flaming sword of sunlight. Very powerful.
It doesn't sound particularly comfortable.
Well, I mean, it's to bring light to the dark and all that.
The Underdark's a
to
big place. Could you narrow that down a bit?
Oh, well, the information we had, I mean, we've been to Gracklstug, and from all accounts, we met this strange feller. Said he was with the Society of Brilliance, like tentacle face, you know, like a squid for a head. Very odd feller, creepy as hell. Didn't like him. I got a real bad feeling around him. But they said that the tomb is believed to be on the shore of the Dark Lake, somewhere between Slubladoob and Gracklstug. But apparently it's sunken beneath the lake, so you have to swim down, get up into it. But we never found the signs that we were looking for. We walked the lake for miles, and then we got attacked by the gnolls, and we came this way and got stuck on the webs.
Do I know anything about, what was it, the Society of Brilliant?
Society of Brilliance.
Yeah.
Roll a. I don't know. Roll a history check.
She's just quite well read, so.
Yeah.
And if they're arcane.
I had history with some guy who helped teach me some magic. So do I know either?
You can roll as well if you like. Tink. Okay. Yeah, Tink, rings a bell. Yeah, +6. Wow. You don't
Yeah,
recall meeting them or reading about them, but you do recall in asking what you've been asking about, that there is this group apparently which are known, called the Society of Brilliance, and they are just a bunch of very intelligent creatures of all different species that band together in the search of knowledge and power, basically. Drodin, you've heard a little bit more than this. You don't know any of them personally, but you do know that there is a group called the Society of Brilliance, and you know that in their number there are lots of different species. There is a mind flayer, which as a drow you would know what a mind flayer was. A mind flayer, orcs, there's a hobgoblin, and you've just heard that they are all incredibly intelligent individuals who basically scour the Underdark looking for powerful artifacts and knowledge to further their own goals, whatever they may be. You, with a 19, you would probably suspect that if this halfling was silly enough to tell them what he knew, they're probably looking for it as well now.
I'm not passing any of that on.
Okay.
Have you met this person in Gracklestug?
Well, he was... Well, I'd say he was outside Gracklestug. I'm not sure how welcome mind flayers are. And he realises he's let slip what it was, and I'm not under its control or nothing. Don't worry. My brain is still mine.
Sounds like the direction we're heading in. Tinkle look at everyone else.
I don't know it. Lovely dub.
Where, sorry? Slubladoop?
Yeah.
Oh, I never got that far.
It's the nearest significant settlement that we know of.
I was told that they're very fine sailors, those Kuatoers. They might be able to get a boat from there to anywhere in the Underdark.
You
I mean,
said
if
you
you
were
could-
looking.
Yeah.
You said you were looking out for signs of where this tomb was. What signs?
Oh, it's more like... Okay, I guess I can show you. And he rummages around in his pockets and takes out... Well, it's an odd-looking thing. It's just a small piece of metal with a gemstone in the top, and it looks like whatever it's off is broken. It was broken off. Well, I'm told that if this is from some of their old technology, and it's only a piece, but if it goes near one of their places, the gem lights up. It it gets its power back or something. Whatever power they use to power things. So that's all we know. We've been wandering around with this thing out, hoping it lights up, and it hasn't lit up.
Think isn't going to say anything. She's just going to hold out her hand.
Right, but we'll share it, right? Any treasure, we'll split it between us. I mean, I've lost all my friends.
Malice will pipe up and just be like, if you live long enough, maybe.
Okay, so we'll share it then.
I'm quite good with
Nothing.
arcane things. I'd quite like to have a look.
Okay. places it on your hand.
And she doesn't look at it, she puts it in her pocket.
Oh, that's not fair.
I didn't say I was
That's
going to
right.
have a look now. We've got to keep moving.
Okay. I'm not sure I'm any safer with you lot. Okay. Right, lead on then. He looks a little bit dejected. He's starting to get a bit more movement. He can move his arms freely now. His legs are starting to get the feeling back. You see him slowly trying to get up on his feet. Okay. I'll follow behind then. He sort of steps behind you looking a bit dejected.
Is there a spider corpse still on the web?
There is. There's one, yeah, because the other one got pinged off, didn't it?
Derendil's heavy enough. Can Daphne carry it? We need some food.
Yeah, well, Daphne's, yeah. Don't attend, you become the pack horse, right? I mean, it is a big spider.
Can we snap the legs off and just maybe like stick
Turn it
what's
into a
called, the abdomen?
backpack. Yeah,
Just
sure, I'll let you do
leave
that.
everything else. Take the thorax.
Roll a survival check, whoever's attempting to cut it up. I'll tell you how many rations you get from it. Okay. Yeah, you managed to get. You managed to get six rations worth of food from it. There's a lot of inedible parts on this spider, but you managed to get quite a good amount of food out. So that's six food rations without much trouble. Okay. Sorry for all those things in the chat. Okay, what would you like to do?
If our guides are still with us, if they're ready to move on.
Slow fast or down? Slow fast or down?
I'm more inclined to say fast now.
Okay. That's
Just
one for
a little-
fast.
I'm more
Fast.
inclined to stay fast as well. I'm just worried about Derendil.
I'm worried about this new guy. He's a bit unsteady on his feet still.
How will the big guy take going fast? Is he at a disadvantage?
Oh, I don't know, I've never led anyone that big, but
He's had half a day's practice now.
I mean, we could grease up his back and just drag him along.
I'm not sure he'd like that.
Oh, it
Rope
doesn't
round
matter
his
if he
feet.
likes it. I think that sounds like a very good idea. Then he doesn't go wandering off anywhere like an idiot.
Excuse me, dear girl, how rude. You are incredibly rude for one so small. How
I
you
didn't
fit so
think it
much
was rude.
rudeness in.
I thought it was just the truth.
What's your preference, Derendil?
I'm happy to try. I'm not sure I want to be greased up and dragged by my feet, though. That's just.
Give it your
Well.
best shot.
Yes.
I was only thinking of what would be the safest method for you.
Appreciated. Appreciated. Well, look, I'll follow your lead, but I'm not being greased up and dragged along on my back.
Okay, I'm none the wiser. Fast or slow?
It's fast. Grease me up, yuck yuck, I'm going in.
Okay, here you go.
And he gets one of the bottles off his belt. Gets you to lift your feet one at a time. Rubs whatever this stuff is on the base of your feet, on your shoes. And you do feel like there's a distinct lack of friction. And the webs feel quite slidey all of a sudden.
Okay.
With your dexterity, though, you find your balance quite easily. It feels quite good. You get a feeling that this could be pretty exhilarating.
Who's next?
I suppose I'll try going fast as well. And as I say that, I cast guidance on myself.
Okay, yeah. Again, he comes up and takes something out of a bottle on a cloth, rubs it on the bottom of your feet, and you feel, you just feel the lack of friction. The webs suddenly become quite sliding. You find yourself, you're on a web that's slightly off level, and you do find yourself sort of slowly starting to move along until you stop yourself. Is anyone not getting greased up?
It's Sunday night, what the hell?
Oh God, what is this? What's going to happen in 2 weeks' time?
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. I didn't realise. So yeah, these two goblins wander around, greasing up everyone's feet. If you've got shoes. The likes of Derendil does not have shoes. The halfling likewise does not have shoes. Yeah, you find yourself stood on these webs, slippy feet, ready to try the fast road. I guess we will leave it there as you start moving off, sliding into the darkness. We will leave it there to next time.
Right.
This little thing goes sliding past, going, "This is better than flying!"
Have you had the feet? You've done the feet anyway, even though you can fly.
Yeah, she just wants to have a go.
If it goes wrong, she can just take off. Happy
Awesome.
feet. Okay.
Well, that flew by tonight.
It did, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Malice has used up some more of her 9 lives. Sorry, Hazel. I don't know why you keep getting horrendously
I'm
murdered.
squishy. I'm squishy. I'm not used to being squishy anymore. I make stupid decisions. It's my own fault.
You didn't at the end there, though. You decided to move away, and then Steve got butchered.
Yeah,
I took one for the team there.
You did.
I could have
it
moved
was the
further
same.
away.
It was the same with Eris. Like, I've had to remember that I am squishy, and I shouldn't run into danger.
Mm.
My
Just catching.
rationale was if I was going to say Eris, then if Malice goes down, I haven't got any healing spells, so it's probably better if I go down.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, it's a weird one. It's kind of not massively clear in the books how it works, but if the kind of fast or slow approach, each has got its advantage and disadvantage. So the slow road is more likely to attract monsters, and the fast road obviously is well. You'll see next week.
Yeah, we're just swapping one shit cart for another.
Well,
Well, we
Daredevil can
won't
die
be for
now.
about
'cause-
another month.
Ugh.
He's
We're a
so
little
over
bit
there,
over
and Dill.
now.
Yeah, the
I-
novelty's worn off now.
Saved his life, and now he's called me rude.
You do treat him like he's stupid. He is stupid, to be fair, but you do treat him like he's stupid, which he is. But
I got a bit of a, as harsh as it is to say, I got a bit of an overbearing mother vibe sometimes. It's like, no,
Yeah.
stop it, stay there, don't do this.
he's just a little 1 foot tall, telling off this 9 foot quaggoth to
Yeah,
do as he's told.
and he does as well. To be fair,
He does.
okay.
does.
He always looks to think to check if it's okay to do it.
Appreciate this dynamic.
Interesting. You treat him so differently to my other group, who, I mean, admittedly they're high level now, so he's a bit delicate compared to them. But in the early days, he was like the tank. They used him as a tank, whereas you lot want to protect him. Well, Tink wants to protect him, which makes me laugh. Really, he's quite sturdy.
I want to
He's
protect him
useful.
as the tank, but up until now we've not really been able to use him as a tank because we've been tiptoeing along webs, and he's shit at that.
Yeah. He will
Yes.
come in useful if we can get him to the other side. And
Yeah.
I owed him. I don't owe him anymore.
That's true. That's true.
Very dead.
Every day, yeah. Well, the music's a bit over dramatic. Just noticed. Well, he's not dead though. But like you say, you're over it now. So can I kill him now?
Yeah, he's expendable now.
That's the other thing I hate about this scenario is there's loads of NPCs. You kill some off to kind of make it a bit easier to deal with the sheer volume of NPCs, and then they add other ones in. Like, what are you doing?
I was very tempted to just pull that halfling out of the cocoon and go, right, that out of that pocket, this out of that pocket, and then just chuck him
Bait
down the
him.
webs.
Just let him go.
I thought you
Not
were
a
going
joke.
to actually.
I was incredibly tempted because there's an element of Jordan's probably like, I don't want to deal with another one, and then at the same time, it's
Yeah.
like he's unconscious. I don't want to drag him. Like
Yeah.
we're already in a shit spot. Maybe if it wasn't so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It does get a bit. Sorry.
Oh, is it safety in numbers? He could be spider bait.
Mm.
Oh, we've already got spider bait though.
Yeah. Well, you can never have
Where's
too much
spider
spider bait.
tokens?
Right. So it's Icewind Dale tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes.
You
It
get to
is,
see
we
the
are.
aftermath of.
Speaking of NPCs, you've got quite a collection there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to stop anyway. So if anyone
Can we
is
name
watching,
the kobolds?
that's probably what we
They're
should do.
named.
Oh, we learn their names then.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop the stream. Anyone that's watching, I keep forgetting where the camera is. Good night. Thanks all
Matt
for
doesn't know how
watching.
to wave.
Bye.